Hello to everybody. My name, if you didn't know, is Anthony LaPenna, and I had the privilege of being able to write a speech for about my 4 years at St. Emma Prep, and it was a great experience. Now, I'd like to start off by firmly saying that I had a really amazing time at St. Edmund. These 4 years were full of great memories and amazing times. Some I could talk about, and some I can't talk about. But overall, a great experience all around. Freshman year was a little scary to go into. It was really weird for everybody. No one knew what to talk about, or even if we were allowed to talk, because we all had the mask on. But I tried to make the best of it, the best of what I offered to us at school. Now that year, we were in cohorts, so we went in one day and we were home the other day, or every so often would go in. I had a great time in school when I was in school that year, getting to see all my new friends, and I was able to make during the school year, and it was really cool, and it was a really great experience. I had a great time with my old friend Tristan, who transferred out, and we really had a great time and made great memories during that school year, in school and out of school. I did still get a few great memories in the school, most in Mr. M's bio class and Miss Rogers' global class. Those were by far my two favorite classes during my freshman year. Sorry. I was also able to play freshman baseball that spring. Definitely was a highlight of my freshman year. Being able to play a sport at high school, I was going for the first time. Baseball was so much fun. We had a great team that year. We weren't so good, but we were still good at the same time, to a point where we did try our hardest to win that year, but we came up short. And I also got to hit my first home run in high school as well. Now, sophomore year was the start of somewhat of a normal school year, going in every day, even though we had to wear masks, but staying there and being with our friends every day. Now, I really loved sophomore year. It was amazing to be around all my friends on a daily basis, talk to them, go to class with all of them as well. I was able to make friends that I will have for the rest of my life. For example, I had a great friendship with my best friend Maggie, and I developed a friendship that I had for a while to even a stronger friendship with my friend Luke. We had some of the best times at lunch, hanging out after school and doing amazing things that I will have have a great memory for the rest of my life. So many laughs and so many great times. Homeroom was also great because we got to hang out with each other for the next two years as well. I also had JV basketball that year, and that was a lot for everybody that was part of that team, if you know why. There were so many ups and a lot of downs that season, but we all pushed through that year, and no one quit on each other, and we all stayed fighting together to try to win as many games as we could. And it was just becoming to have great friendships after that season. I also had my last year of JV baseball, and we had a great year that year, winning the championship, and it was a great time with Evan, Gene, and Christian. We all won, and we destroyed St. John's Prep that year, sweeping them in the playoffs. And I also hit my second home run. It was a grand slam. Now, for my junior year, finally the first year of school we had where we didn't have any shutdowns or any COVID masks. Freedom. We didn't have... Now, to say junior year was very hard. My classes were challenging, but overall, it was a great year. But I like to always try to make the best out of every year and every time I had. Me and my friends would hang out during school and weekends, and we would all just have a really fun time with no COVID protocols, nothing to worry about. This year was also the year I got to start driving, which was very cool. Being able to pick up Luke Merrick and Matt Clark every day, being able to blast music, and just enjoy a great time together. The first time now... Oh wait, sorry, I have to find my place again. Now, my junior year was also the year I got to go on the Emmaus retreat. The first time now, it was a very great experience. It was probably the best experience I've ever been a part of. I was never really open about my situation, my family, but being able to talk about what I had to go through my whole life, about my mom being sick, was really amazing and was a really magical thing to be a part of. It was by far my favorite memory from my junior year, being on the Emmaus retreat and making friends and brothers that I will have for the rest of my life. A really big event that happened was also our junior prom. Junior prom was so much fun. The prom, I believe, was under the stars, and it was a really great experience to be a part of. Me and all my friends, including just having a good time dancing and jumping up and down, and just being kids for one night. But we were all counting down the hours and minutes to when we were able to go to after prom, and we all know what happened at after prom. It was a fun night. Overall, a 10 out of 10 experience. Next thing was I had varsity baseball, my first varsity baseball season. It was a great time, and we all had a great time. We did really good that year as well, but came short in the playoffs, but it still was a great experience to be a part of. And I also got to go to senior prom, which was also very fun as well. Finally, my senior year, by far my favorite year out of all 3 years. Before it started off, we had our senior kickoff, and that was so much fun. Overall, a great time. My favorite classes was English with Mr. Fang, IB Sports with Miss Johnson. Now, English class and Mr. Fang's class was so much fun with me, Luke, Maggie, Danny, Chris Larson, and Matt Clark. We all had a great time. We all had many laughs in that class, and it was just overall a great time. IB Sports with Miss Johnson was also a great class. We had so many funny moments in that class, laughing on how I couldn't pronounce any names or laughing at our funny jokes we had in that class as well. Or when Luke wouldn't come in after Monday, when Luke wouldn't come in on Monday because he was at the Jets game the day before. Those were such great classes and such a great part of my senior year. Now, I also got to be a part of and be a senior team leader for the Emmaus team, and that was definitely the best part of my senior year. Being able to talk to and listen to everybody like they did for me last year was a really great experience and something that has formed me to be the man I am today, and how I can listen to all my friends when they need problems or have a situation. And we also had my final year for baseball at Santa Maria Prep, and we went 10-3, and we wanted to make a push for the city championship, but we came up short. But it was okay because it was a very hard-fought game, and we all tried our best. Now, I just want to add, my college process for this year, for my senior year, was pretty good because I knew what I wanted to do, and I knew I wanted to either go to the Coast Guard or SUNY Maritime, and it came down to go to SUNY Maritime because coming out of SUNY Maritime, you make a lot more money. So overall, I have to say that St. Maria Prep was a great experience and something I would never wanted to change or ever in my life. So I'd like to thank everybody that put me through the process and was with me the whole way. Thank you.